This is the real definition of built, not bought. This car has been customized by Team Kichimbi. If you want to see them, link is in the description below. So this is the first generation Honda CRV, and it is more like the Transformers. So we are going to dive deep into this car and look at all the good things about it, all the bad things about it, because you're watching Petrolette. Keep it locked. The first generation of the Honda CRV is a compact crossover SUV with a 5-seater configuration, and it was first produced in the year 1995 up to 2001, and after that other generations of the Honda CRV came through. So competitors of this car are the Toyota RAV4, the Nissan X-Trail, the Subaru Forester, among other cars. So we are going to start by looking at the front of this car, and when you look at the front of this car, it looks really attractive. We are going to start by the lights over here. You see that the lights have been kind of fogged in some way, and we have the bumper that has a rough texture, and we also have these latches over here that holds the bumpers in place, and the number plate was shifted from this place to this place. And down here we also have a lip that kind of is carbon fiber, and we have this strap that holds it to the bumper, and we have this middle part, and this other part we also have the LED strips on this other side, which makes it look so beautiful. So on your screen right now is how the stock version of the Honda CRV looks like, but this is what was built. So there was an emblem of the Transformers, the Optimus Prime over here, but sadly this is Nairobi and it was stolen. So we still have this Transformers sticker over here with the Honda badge, and the vents, you see it has a couple of vents here and down here, so we can look at the side profile of the 1997 Honda CRV. Right over here we don't have much going on, but the first thing that stands out is the nice Comforters wheels over here. We have the wheels which are 17 inches in size, and we have the rims which are very attractive. They are very beautiful if you tell me, and there are these indicator lights that are on the fenders as opposed to the side mirrors. So other cars have them on the side mirrors, and so when you come onto the door over here, we have this black trim over here and down here, and the owner of this car made some touches whereby they made it to be kind of coarse texture to it. So it is also like that on this other side and the side mirror, and the windows are tinted as you can see. And when you come onto this side, it is the same, and these wings are quite huge compared to the stock wings that comes with the Honda CRV. And when you come onto this side, we find this badge that is written built, not bought. So when you see somebody with such a nice car, it did not come like that from the factory. They had to do their own touches onto the cars, and I must say that this car looks very attractive. Let's look at the rear profile of this car. The first thing that I want to look at is the tail lights that are on the upper part of the car, as opposed to other cars which are always on the lower part, and this kind of looks good, considering that this is a 1990s technology. And the other thing that stands out is this spoiler over here that the owner had to put aftermarket. So another cool feature about the back of this car is that it has a split tailgate, whereby the tailgate opens in 2 stages. It opens up and it also opens on the side over here, and you get some boot space with this tailgate open. You get a boot space of around 1,000 liters with the rear seats up, and with the rear seats down you get around 2,000 liters, which is so big, and you can use it to hold a lot of cargo. So apart from that, let me just close it down. You get this spare wheel over here, and we have the CRV and the Honda logo, and we have this Team Kichimbi sticker over here that adds some touch of beauty to the car. And onto the lower part here we have the rear bumper that looks nice, and you have these lights that kind of just add to the beauty of this car. There are these parts that these are not real exhausts. The real exhaust is here, which is an aftermarket exhaust that the owner had to put, which looks so nice. Let's go and look at the engine of this car. This specific car has the 2-liter B20 VTEC engine, and the VTEC technology enabled this car to have better fuel economy, and it had horsepower ranges stock that were from 126 to 147 horsepower, and torque ranges from 133 to 145 Newton meters of torque. So this car had good fuel economy when it was produced, and one of the good touches that the owner of this car has improved in this car is the addition of a cold air intake over here, which adds some juice to the engine and it makes it have more horsepower. The engine of this car also was swapped and it has a new engine, so meaning the performance of this car has gone up. Right now this engine only has like 70,000 kilometers on it, which is still a plus for this engine. So apart from that, there are some few touches that the owner is going to do to this engine, and let's head on to the interior and see the touches that have been put. Get in the interior of the first generation CRV. The view that I have up front, I gotta say that it's so nice when you look at it. And when I get into this car, everything that I touch feels firm, which is good for a car that is more than 20 years old, and everything in this car looks brand new. I can say that it has been maintained so well. So this is how the key of the CRV looks like. Okay, so on my side over here, the window controls on other cars are always here, but for this one it is on the dashboard over here. And this car has been upgraded with the 1600 watt sound system, which is so insane. And apart from that, we have this console which has both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and we have Wi-Fi in this car. So this router over here has Wi-Fi connectivity that can put Wi-Fi signals in this car, which looks so nice. And this console, when you look at it, does not have much going on. So you have these buttons that controls the AC, and we have a couple of storage spaces over here. This is the ashtray, and we have this storage over here. We have the cup holders and this place where you can put a couple of your things. And the gear selection gauge for this car is over here, and this is where the handbrake is. You just push in the brake and pull it either up or down. And the cigarette lighter and the glove box of this car is here, which has the amplifier where you can set the tweeters and your sound system. Let's go and check the passenger's experience of this car. When I enter this car, I have pretty ample legroom, and the headroom is just so big. And we have this holder. Hey, this holder is so long. It runs from all the way behind there up to the middle of the car over here. And I gotta say that this car is spacious compared to other cars in this category. So the seats are fabric seats, which you see, these are 20-year-old car, and it has held up to this stage. If it was a leather seats, you could have found that the leather seats could have been redone, or they would have worn out with time. And you see there are these things that pop up or pop down when you open or unlock or lock the car. And this car, as I said earlier, it has a 1600 watt sound system, and you can see there are speakers on the doors over here, and there's some tweeters here. There's also a tweeter here. This car plays really nice music, and apart from that, we have these lights over here, and it's a pretty simple setup that does not have much going on. So we can look at the most annoying things about the Honda CRV. The spare wheel obstructs the view when you're looking at the rear view mirror, and this will hinder you from getting a good view when you're reversing this car. The engine of this car under heavy load could feel underpowered, specifically when you go on a hilly road. The road noise that you get in the standard Honda CRV is more than the average road noise in any car. There are also some good things about the Honda CRV. This car comes with a spacious interior which is good for hauling cargo and for carrying passengers. This being a Honda, it has a very good reputation for reliability. The Honda CRV comes with good ground clearance, which is good for off-roading. So that has been it for the Honda CRV. So if you like this video, be sure to drop a like, be sure to subscribe and share this video to your family and friends. And I have linked below the Instagram of the owner of this car. You can have a chat with him where he made this car, to give you the contacts of the person who did such a great job on this car. And that's it for this video. And if you want to see more content like this, just be sure to like, subscribe and turn on your post notification. And that's it for this video. See you on the next one. Peace.